Not ready.
Demonoid, did you start the intro?
Yeah, we just finished. We're ready to go.
All right, excellent. So welcome everybody. We have a 3 versus 3 between MG and RnR. Should be quite exciting. We will get it started here shortly when the players are ready. And for those on the AoE 2 Voobly stream, we're streaming at 2 channels. We're streaming at www.twitch.tv/official. Let me just get that link up here. Right, so it's www.twitch.tv/VooblyOfficial, and we're also streaming at twitch.tv/Age of Empires, which is the official channel. This should be an exciting match. We got some pretty good players here. This is, of course, Age of Mythology, and it's here being played on Voobly. All right. So we should be getting it started here soon. They're just sorting out the players. RTSL, of course, is a real-time strategy league. It's they're both involved in Age 2 and Age of Mythology. Essentially, the teams are 3 versus 3 or 4v4s, and there is no prizes distributed for these kind of events. Basically, it gives you bragging rights if you do happen to win first place prize. That's what it's all about, and it's all about fun and community. And very happy for the guys who are hosting these events. They're just volunteers. All right, excellent. So I'm just sorting the teams as I mentioned, and we should be ready anytime now. All right, here we go.
User in your channel timed
We
out.
are shooting this in 1080p HD, and I mentioned before we're streaming at 2 channels. All right, Demonoid, what are we expecting here? Are you familiar with RnR? They do play quite a bit of Egyptian. Okay, so the only observers of this game would be me and Demonoid. All right, we're just having the last person here trying to rejoin the game. Here he is. So it looks like we have mostly Egyptian in this game. Should be quite interesting. Okay, so I'd like to just explain how RTSL works further. So 2 matches will be played today. It's the first team gets to pick a home map, and for match 2, the other team gets to pick their home map. Home map could be out of the standard map pool, so essentially they can pick any map they like. It looks like it's going to be Mediterranean. All right, looks like the Revofev will be going Zeus.
User was moved to your channel.
What up, this?
User joined your channel.
Hey, Mirez. Are you in the game room?
Nah, I can't join. Or did you guys start already?
Okay, that's fine. You'll get game 2, because otherwise this is there is a 2-minute delay on the stream.
Yeah, I know. Did you guys start already?
Well, the thing is, most of them are already greened up. I could.
Chicks, you're in charge. Tell him to quit the game.
Nah, I'm already. I'm joining, but there's no slots open.
Oh,
So,
I see. You're already in the game? Okay, go ahead. Try again. I increased the slots.
yeah, man.
Hallelujah.
All right, cool. All right, so it looks like we got for RnR Triple Isis versus Ra, Ornos, and Thor. Just let me make the introduction here as soon as we start. Again, it is Mediterranean. I'm sure everybody here is familiar with what the Mediterranean map is. It's available in Age of Empires 2, and it's played the same way. You got a lake in the middle. All right. So let's start with purple. MG Karako, he's playing Isis. And we got his pocket player for MG. We got MG I Am Clarity, also playing Isis. Next to him, we got MG Revofev, and he's also Isis. So they're triple Isis. To the right, we have red. He's playing RnR Bobby. He's playing Uranus.
User
Pocket
left
player
your
for
channel.
RnR. We got light blue. His name is Ert. Arguably the best team player right now for Age of Mythology. And wing player for RnR is RnR Pace, and he's playing Thor.
Earth has a nice position in the middle. That's probably what he wanted.
Do you think he did that with the colors? Assuming which color you pick, or which slot that you go into, it gives you this the pocket for when the game starts.
Yeah, but you can decide your slot when you join the game.
Right. Yeah, that works very nicely for him, especially because he is raw.
I wonder what MG is going to do, because they're triple ISIS, so they can just go classical warfare with boats and all, but Uranus and Thor are pretty good at that, and Rock can outspam them with double empowerment. But the longer the game goes on, the bigger chance MG has, so I think they'll just have to hang on and spend a lot of ducks.
Well, then again, RnR have excellent players. I mean, Bobby is actually pretty good. Ert is a phenomenal player. I do like to mention though, Isis, triple Isis, speaking of that, they could perhaps do go heroic and do a triple Ancestors and Eclipse.
Yeah, like Earth is already saying in chat, they might just Ancestor Eclipse on the Uranus. If they do double, never mind triple, they can destroy pretty much everything he has if he isn't careful.
Right. Now, is that what language are they speaking there?
Earth is German. I don't know Bobby or Pace.
Bobby has quite a few pigs. He's got 9 pigs there. That's more than normal. Usually the normal is 5 on this map. Nine pigs.
Yeah. It
Huge
depends. You
amount.
scouted between him and Earth. There's usually
Yeah.
a lot of sheep between
As we
two
see,
players.
both pocket players have 9 pigs, and that's because he's stealing the other. He's stealing his own teammates' pigs. So.
Well, it appears Karikyo is going for a pretty fast classical. He only made 1 duck. Clarity is making a second one right now. And same goes for Revo Vav.
Just taking a look at the relics here. Age of Mythology, essentially, you build a building, and you can deposit relics to give you a small bonus. Each relic differs. Doesn't look like we have any very good relics scouted so far. We have a 5% Toxtotus hit points. We have a 10% villager gold gather rate there in the 9 o'clock corner. Yeah, nothing all that good except for that gold gathering rate relic.
Relics don't have as much of an impact on this map than on other maps. I mean, speed relics aren't that useful. The trade one is very useful though.
Yeah, that and the population slot relic. So what can we be expecting from the ISIS players? Can we tell yet? Are they going to fight classical, or at this point?
Well, Karikyo is already going to the classical age, which is pretty early for an ISIS player in a 3 versus 3, but then again, you'll be up in 5 something.
It looks like Yellow has the best build order in terms of the ISIS between the 3. He is also aging up pretty early.
Yeah, and he has a lot of ducks and more fishing chips.
Now, I don't like Clarity's build order because, I don't like Karako's build order because I feel that he's aging up too fast. That's too fast for an ISIS player.
Yeah, and he made his second dock very late. I thought he was going to do an early age up because of that, but he also has very bad fishing spots. Just look at the front of his base.
I mean, when you have a middle island on a map like this, you're allowed to age up a bit later because you can just spam 8 docks around that middle, which they should have done.
Well, 8 would be a lot, but yeah, you can
Well, 2 for each one.
make a few. If the Uranus doesn't age up fast or doesn't take them out immediately.
Right, but you could send, as soon as you make your second dock, you could send your first boat from second dock to go make another dock. As you got the gold income coming in from the Pharaoh, empowering it.
It surprises me that they all age up around the same time though. I would say that 2 ISIS players would age up somewhat fast and one would just age up later and do a quadruple boat rush.
Clarity aged up on an average time. They don't have monuments yet, and okay, Clarity does. They just built the monuments recently, all 3 of them. Okay, clearly Ert is going triple dock and he's fighting with the cabinets, Hirams.
Bobby decided to keep his oracles at his home base just to defend against, I don't know, possibly incoming villager attacks or something crazy. I wouldn't know why he would keep them back at his home base and otherwise.
Yeah, he was probably expecting a pharaoh or a priest to come harass his villages,
Yeah.
I guess. Ert sending so it looks like Ert and Red will be fighting on land towards the right. As we see his Wadjet traveling with his oracles, and on the left we have Purple attempting just to do some scouting here with the Sphinx. Here we go back to the water battle. We have Ert versus Clarity. That's where it looks like so far. And on the right, the water battle, we have Bobby versus Revofev. Revofev in yellow. Purple hasn't started fighting yet.
He did. He has 12
Oh, he's
ships.
versing blue? Right, yeah, that was a bit... he's a blue color, so he just kind of, you know, goes into the water on the minimap.
Yeah. I just
Purple
noticed that Clarity
Yeah.
has a bad town center position. If they don't win water, that one can easily be taken out with a siege ship. The
Oh,
rest
yeah,
of
they
the
get-
town center seems safe.
There's a lot of town centers close to the water here. But I think it's just out of bounds, Mirez. There's only one town center that I'm seeing that's very, very close to the water.
Yeah, I think there's only one, but still it can be a very game deciding. If the game goes that far into late game.
Right, but there's only one town center, so I don't think it's that bad. Usually on Mediterranean 3 versus 3, you could expect 2 or 3. Okay, so big water battle going on here. Has anybody used their shockwave yet? Yes,
Yeah,
Bobby has already
Bobby
used it.
it.
And
Which
we have
is why he's
Purple,
sad.
Ert and Pace ganging up on Clarity and Caraco. Looks like they're doing pretty good defending.
Yeah, and Pace has already taken a second town center, and Bobby even finished his second town center, so they are really climbing ahead.
Yeah, no, they're definitely doing very good. ISIS players fine, just
Although-
going behind here.
The
And
ISIS
not-
players are gathering food, so they might just go heroic as well, because Clarity is already making an armory.
Not to mention, Purple has lost most of his fishing boats. Essentially, he's fighting the water just for his teammates to survive. And that's what Purple's doing right now. He's got no fishing boats. He's only got 2. And we see Green's fishing boats dying there.
He's also far behind his score, and he has an idle town center as well, so he's not doing too good right now. I see barracks go down by Revolfev. I think he's not going to heroic. He took a second town center, he's going to boom.
Alright guys, for the guys in the chat, we're streaming at 2 channels. The Voobly Official and Age of Empires Twitch channels. And the reason we thought we could bring some Age of Mythology content for you guys to enjoy and check it out. It's played at Voobly, and it's actually quite popular. So I suggest you guys give it a run. Back to the game here. We see huge water battle going on here.
Yeah, my
And
entire screen is full of ships.
huge. I've never seen a water battle this big, ever.
I love how Pace decided to get that armory upgrade, utilize Thor's
An excellent
advantage.
water battle, and Pace is doing a phenomenal job. He's already got a second town center. He's got raiding cavalry being trained.
I would love if he got flaming arrows in, just to help out the water battle a little bit more. Although I don't think he needs it. They've already won it. Also, Earth is taking Bobby's forward town center, which is a nice idea because you can spam mercenaries from it. And Bobby is taking Earth's backward town center.
Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Very smart play there. And if they were smarter, Ert would take Pace's third town center. Ert would take Pace's third town center and Bobby's third town center, essentially leaving Ert with 3 total town centers and letting them both have their back town centers.
Yeah, true, but it will be hard to execute because it's so far forward.
Yes, and it's not exactly necessary. So it looks like Kurako and the boys have lost their side of the water. The only surviving patient on the water is Yellow. And
Yellow has an idle town center, so his economy isn't doing too well either. I think
No, Yellow has
Karikyo
2 town
is
centers.
far behind in score, is going to lose to Pace when he reaches the Mythic.
Well, everybody in this game right now has 2 or 3 town centers besides Ert. Clearly RnR has the advantage here. Big advantage for RnR. But you never know. ISIS, triple ice is very powerful. We could be expecting a wonder. You know, Titans, no problem.
True. Then again, I wonder if Karikyo can stop Ragnarok and flaming weapons, because Pace has been booming from 2 town centers for a while now. And he's about to take his 4th.
There's no doubt. I think they're going to have a very hard time. They lost water pretty quickly. There was a couple big battles, and that was it. Although, they do still have quite a few boats on the water. I mean, you look at Bobby. He's got a ton of boats. That could result in his high score. Same with Pace.
True.
And we see Pace here. He's probably going to lose most of his boats there, just fighting, shooting docks.
Bobby is making a transport ship, which is interesting. I think he's going to fight in the middle of the map, or get a sky passage even.
I haven't seen sky passages used in a very long time. They're pretty expensive, but they could be used in 3 vs 3.
Yeah, on this map they can be very useful, but yeah, they aren't very common.
Yeah, Mediterranean, I could definitely see it happening. Building a sky passage on each side of the map. However, I mean, as I mentioned, it is costly to build 2 sky passages. What is it, 500 resources plus favor?
Yeah. Something like that. I think Earth's rain is helping his enemies more than himself. Because the ISIS players can really use rain right now. And Earth already has fishing. Although they don't have, Earth doesn't have very good fishing. There's
Well,
not a
he's
lot
got
of fish.
actually quite a few boats, and he's got a forward dock too.
Yeah, that forward dock helps because at the front of his base he only has like 6 fishing spots.
Yeah, and I was actually quite surprised this game. Ert has had very bad fish. But I think just in general, RnR is outplaying MG right now. Clarity's not doing bad, but he stole the sheeps from Kariko earlier. Clarity ended up having, I saw that, around 12, 13 pigs. Blue has a pretty solid
Sky Passage going down at Clarity's base. Very interesting. He already built one at the front of Earth's 4 town center.
I think that's too far behind, isn't it? Or a decent spot.
I don't think it's in the line of sight of that granary, so it can do some damage.
Now, where's the other Sky Passage? Does he have a second?
He's building one at Clarity's base, and he built one at Earth's town center at the northeast.
Yes, I spotted them. Very interesting. And you should be able to pull off some raiding here. Yeah, so each Sky Passage is 350 resources. Not to mention, Mirez, that town center is so close to the water, I think the boats can even get it.
Yeah. But maybe...
And it looks like Clarity is going for his third town center. No, not yet.
Base is already 30% to Mythic. I doubt Karikyo can hold on Ragnarok and Flaming Weapons at this point.
He does have quite a few chariots. If he wanted to hold off Ragnarok and Flaming Weapons, he would have to upgrade his towers and build many of them, and his base.
Yeah,
And
not
here we
even
go.
that. He only has one Midstill to train from.
So what happened here? It's double Ancestors Eclipse?
Yep.
You know what? I was thinking, could they stop the Ragnarok just by eclipsing over and over again?
Well, they can delay it for 3 minutes.
Isn't that big?
I would save Eclipse for a Titan fight, because with an Atlantean around, there's the doubt to be... with Atlanteans, there's always Titans around, so...
Where was double AE placed?
At the town center, very near the water. They're attacking the boats right now.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Earth was about to take that town center, which would have been nice. Non-stop mercenaries.
And there's Balder right now. I would suggest using Eclipse right after this Eclipse is finished. That's their only hope, I think. Otherwise, wait for Ragnarok, and then use Eclipse. That could work too.
Yeah, it's just all Flaming Weapons, but I doubt it helps. Clarity is already making some towers, at least he plays some towers.
You know what?
At,
If they were smart, they would use double Eclipse. Because, okay, look, see, RnR just went Titan there.
Locust Swarm incoming on the 4th town center again, on the town center near the water. At least I think he's going to use...
He hasn't used Locust Swarm yet, no.
He should right now, I mean, there's a
I'm not
lots
sure
of
what he's
villages.
saving it for.
Maybe it's Titan Gate. But his opponent is Isis, so I doubt he can even cast it, it's too near the monument. There's a monument right next to the temple.
No, he can definitely cast it. He can definitely cast it.
Already used its Flaming Weapons, which is strange. I mean...
Maybe he doesn't have enough villagers, because most of his economy is on water right now. I'm taking a look at his civilian units for Pace. And Pace has 100 civilian units, so I'm not sure why he hasn't used Ragnarok. Perhaps he wants to wait till he gets techs? And there's Lacoste now.
Very nice.
Excellent work. How many villages was that?
I don't know, quite a lot, but in my opinion it would have done more damage on farms earlier on, but I guess that wouldn't be possible with whoa, so much going on right now.
Yeah, so we got an Eclipse by Yellow, and we got a Titan Gate going up by Red, Bobby. What was the Eclipse for by Yellow? What was that used for?
I think to block the Titan Gate from being casted, because the Titan Gate is also considered a god power.
So why didn't it block it? I guess it was too late?
Yeah, I think it was too late.
Okay. We have Pace doing excellent work. I mean, he's got fully teched up army. And if he used Ragnarok at this point, he could probably finish it.
Yeah, but he can probably win without Ragnarok at this point. I mean, his economy is so strong. He has been on 2 town centers for a very long time. He has 1 water. He has 4 town centers.
Although Karako is doing pretty good with his barracks and his defense. He does have a ton of them. But he doesn't have Masons. He does have crenellations though, so that should definitely help. A 200% bonus versus cavalry from towers and town centers. Yeah, it looks like MG is going to resign here. That Titan Gate and Balder was just too much. And there it is.
Which home map was that? From NG and RnR?
It was RnR home map.
Alright. Yeah, they played it well.
It wasn't a bad pick actually, because Oranos played pretty good. They all played pretty good, but I liked Pace's play. Pace was good. He had the right amount of boats.
Yeah, but Thor, on the other hand, if the Egyptian managed to get a 4 town center, you can just spam mercenaries because the map is there's so little land. Thor can be outlaned.
He never got the chance to do that. However, I did like that idea, by the way. But however, what I like most about is that his forward build is excellent. The way he just got map control with the spears and just the forward bracks, excellent work. Attempted to steal town center, excellent Lacoste.
Yeah, I agree.
Chicks, are we exiting back to the lobby in Vubli or through LAN?
Demonoid, why don't you commentate with us? Would you be interested?
Sure.
I suppose we go back to the lobby.
Okay, back in the LAN
Alright.
lobby.
All right. We going back to the lobby? Sorry? Is that what we're doing?
I think so, yes.
Okay, no, hold on. You guys need to come out, actually. We're going to go for a match 2, so I'll let you know when to play that, Demonoid. But just come out of there.
Right. I am out. Fishing boats. They had less than 5 fishing boats. They weren't really fighting for much. At the same time, I mean, ISIS has a lot of docks. They can make a lot of docks, right? Egyptian do have cheaper docks, and they're only 50 gold compared to other civs, which cost 125 wood. And so since Egyptian have the cheapest docks in the game, they could just spam the docks, and they have shooting docks at the same time. Essentially for the AoE 2 players. So when you deposit fishing boats in dock, the docks will shoot. And essentially the strategy would be that you build many docks, you have fishing boats deposit inside the docks when you need them to shoot against other boats trying to harass you. So Fast Heroic was definitely viable for that team. And I was disappointed not to see it.
Not for all 3 players, of course, because then they would just counter with another Fast Heroic and destroy the siege ships with hammer ships.
Well, they could have made a few classical boats just in defense and shooting docks.
I would have liked that 1 or 2 players went for Fast Heroic and then just use A&E on the Uranus player's base. With 1 or 2 Sphinxes, they can easily destroy a town center and a lot of villages with it.
What did you think of the game, Demonoid?
I thought their teamwork was through the roof. It was really cool.
everybody seems. There wasn't a lot of lag last game, which is good. Normally in 3 versus 3 games, it tends to lag, especially with observers, but last game was pretty good.
I didn't notice a pinch of lag that game. Quite impressed, actually.
Let's see, MG has 2 set players. No, Reviv switching to Poseidon. Alpha.
Interesting choice.
I predict lane.
Now, why do you think they picked Alpine?
Shifting sands onto cliffs, so you can rock drop pretty easily.
Yeah, it really favors Egyptian players, but RnR is just switching to Egyptian themselves because it's so strong. I wonder why they chose Poseidon though. Poseidon isn't a particularly good player or god for this map. Ah, no, they switched to Zeus. I can already see a backward underworld with some colossi or some shit, some shenanigans.
Okay, so it looks like we're just waiting on IM Clarity. He said he had to get something to eat or drink or something.
Let's see, Ra and oh, triple Ra actually. Okay, they can really kickstart each other's economy with triple rain. They can be off the chain when they can just boom for the first 10 minutes without any interruption. Then again, double ISIS can really put some heavy pressure. Though Alfheim isn't the best map to pressure on, so we'll see. I'm curious. Alright, chicks, everybody's ready. Let's go.
Alright, Demonoid, did you start the intro already?
Just start.
Intro finish?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Alright, so at the top of the map we have MG Revenofev. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. He's playing Zeus. He's also playing in the color yellow. In light blue we have Isis. Playing Isis, I am Clarity. In green we have MG Karako. Playing Isis also. Down at the bottom we have RnR Pace playing Ra. He's a wing player. Pocket, we have RnR Bobby playing Ra also, and he's indeed the pocket player for RnR team. And RnR wing player for the left side, we have RnR Ert, and he's also playing Ra. So we have
Triple Ra against double Isis plus Zeus.
right. So triple Ra versus Isis and double Zeus and double Isis. That's correct. So what can we be expecting here? Why these two Zeus?
Lots of rock drops. Zeus is actually pretty strong against Ra. Colossi are super strong, and Underworld can really be a game changer, especially on this map.
Karako found that one. Let's take a look.
He also has
Wow. Tower of Cestus. 30% tower attack.
yeah, exactly.
10% tower melee attack. That is a phenomenal relic. Not to mention, I'm just absolutely amazed right now because Karako picked up another excellent relic, a minus 20% siege weapon cost.
Which, as far as that late game goes, just imagine.
You guys You guys just gotta think about that for a second. 20% cheaper siege weapons for an ISIS player.
That means every 5 you get an extra for free.
Yeah, but in 3 versus 3 games, you know, you already have like 10k of every resource, so I'm not sure if it will be a deciding factor in this game, unless they're doing some sort of early rush with A&E and 5 siege towers or something.
Well, actually, he could pair it with a rock drop. It'd be probably really effective.
Yeah, true.
Find it up there.
It always helps, I suppose. Revelfev just spotted his hunt, which is, well, better late than never, I suppose, but it's kind of late.
I'm still amazed at the relics Krako uses and and I'm really interested to see how he uses them to his advantage. What I would like to see this game is towers and catapults. This is what I'd like to see from Green because of those 2 relics.
Well, I'm not sure saying I would like to see that is the best way to put it. I mean, like, strategically, yes, I think he should do that, but from a viewer standpoint, I'm not sure if that's the best way.
Well, no, you want to play the best and to the advantage you can, right? I mean, you got these relics, you have to play this way. Otherwise, there's no point in picking it up in the first place. At the same time, Egyptian towers are very, very cheap.
Okay, so Revafev is throwing up his temple. As the Zeus player, I guess he wants to advance a little bit faster.
Not to mention, catapults, towers, and walls do an excellent job. It's very underrated, and I don't see many people doing it these days. Essentially, what you do is just you build walls, towers behind the walls, and you just make like a square. You make the walls in a square formation and make gates, and just have that catapult walk through the gates and keep shooting. Same with the towers.
If the game goes on long enough, I think we'll see that. But with rock drops, there's not a lot of. You don't need to make walls and stuff. You can just pick them up.
Well, I hope I see Hather by Krako. He could also do rock drops with that cheaper siege weapon cost. Yes.
Well, speaking of walls, is throwing up a wall. Nothing extensive though, just a little defensive to wall off that forward gold mine.
Just said in chat that he was going to do a double TC, so he's probably going to take this forward town center, and he should be able to defend it quite easily.
We can see some bears there on Earth's wall. Bears were attempting to travel around that forest. Anyway, that's a very good wall by Earth.
Also like Clarity's obelisk placement near Earth's forward town center. You can already see when Earth is taking a second town center.
That's a good obelisk placement. It's hidden there too.
Yeah.
It's not in the open where you tend to just destroy it on your way kind of thing.
Okay, so the slowest player at Age Up will be MG's Karako. He's going to be about 30 seconds behind everyone else, which, depending on how aggressive Pace and the other RnR players are, might actually really hurt him.
Well, yeah, but normally aging up later is better for the economy, but then again, everybody is going to take a second town center really fast, so aging up slightly earlier might actually be beneficial. Yep, every RA player is taking a second town center.
Revo's throwing down 2 barracks, looking to get that early hoplite production.
Yeah, I'm surprised
archery
he made
range.
barracks.
Especially
Oh.
2, because that's a lot of food.
Yeah, normally you go for a second town center with a stable or 2 and you make hippocons, but it appears he's going to be very aggressive.
Wow. Throwing down also a stable. I'm not sure if, actually if he's collecting enough food to pay for all of this.
Well, the fact that he went Athena already shows that he is going to be aggressive, so I wonder if Earth is going to prepare against any aggression.
Earth's building up his farms in preparation for rain, so it doesn't even look like he has a barracks thrown down at all.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
Depending on how fast Revafev can actually get an army up, he might be able to severely punish Urt, which would be unfortunate for RnR, but you know.
Yeah, especially if one ISIS player uses Ancestors and Eclipse, which I suppose they'll do. But you know, there's 3 shifting sands, so they can just shift half their army across the map.
And actually, right next to Revafev's army, there's a big cliff where a shifting sands would be really effective. Just to like waste those units.
Yeah, anywhere really. And there's still 2 more reigns to go, so they won't be able to use any god powers for at least 2 minutes, unless they can sneak one in.
Okay, looks like Prosperity. Clarity's gonna throw that down. Alright, so here comes the attack by Revafev.
Rikyo is going up in Hathor, so no A&E attack. As Clarity has taken a second town center, so he will not be aging up anytime soon.
Okay, well, I feel that Revafev is kind of wasting some units on this TC. He's not going to be able to get it down with only 3 hoplites still alive, and those Tokusates aren't really going to do anything. I feel like he should get out of the range of that tower because he's losing a lot to that. However,
Yeah,
he is forcing mercenaries.
To do so much damage. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a big economic loss for Earth, but then again, aging up so early, not taking a second town center is a big economic loss for Revafev as well. So I still think Earth should win this at his side.
And kind of turtling.
Yeah, Pace is also going to Heroic, also through Hathor. Bobby instantly threw down his market when he aged to Heroic, so
Oh, and those poor units were shifted. That was half of Revafev's army right in the back corner.
oh yeah, I see it.
So that has severely diluted the offensive power of the Zeus player. So he tried to do, you know, some sort of aggressive, cheesy play, and then it kind of backfired. Now he's definitely behind. He needs to. There he goes. He's building up his second TC.
Yeah, but he's already so far behind. I mean, the others are our 2 town center reign heroic economy, which is unstoppable at this point. But then again, the ISIS players have a pretty nice economy setup as well, so they might make something happen.
Okay, Bobby's rock is going out, so it looks like he's going to be trying to use his Locust Swarm somewhere. However, that's going to be spotted by Clarity, but his priests aren't going to be fast enough to actually take down the rock.
Yeah, but he already spotted it, so as long as he
Preempts.
pays attention.
Right. Oh, this is going to be deadly. Except it's only 4 villagers, actually.
I don't think Urt is going to lose the cost there. There's only 4 villagers.
Right.
He won't use it. And
Okay. Kariko
okay,
uses it on the Migdol.
Back, he killed, around
4. I think 4.
5 villages on that Migdol.
Well, yeah, but more importantly, he slowed down that mid-still production by quite a lot because...
And actually, here comes the siege tower.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to put pressure now, and he can finish the mid-still with Locust still
Okay,
around.
Red is building that armory behind his base. He's got some gold villagers, a wall, a gate, and Yellow's not doing much. Just merely scouting behind there.
And Bobby's already almost mythic, so I think we're going to see a fast Titan.
Oh, that is a very fast mythic.
Yeah, like I said, he threw his marker down the minute he,
Now-
the second he reached the heroic, so...
Revafev is moving. Okay, there goes the Wonder actually.
Wonder. Alright,
Wow.
interesting.
Now, I just want to mention a few things about that Wonder. In RTSL, you're not allowed to build wall parks around the Wonder. That's a very unique rule. And it only happens in RTSL League. So they can build towers and such around the Wonder, but not wall parks.
Now, Bobby sacrificed basically all military and all economy to get this Wonder up, and I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it because Karako has a quite large army that he can either use rocks or just steamroll through blue to get at that Wonder. So
Well, you know what? I was expecting a Wonder in this game anyway, and a fast Wonder is actually quite funny by an RnR.
It's interesting because, yeah, with so many Egyptians on this map, the odds for Wonder is pretty high, and so it's interesting they go for it so fast. I expected the Titan, to be honest, but maybe that follows.
Got a short.
Kariko is doing excellent under aggression, but he doesn't have enough villagers on foot to continue production on even 1 TC, never mind 3, so he should pay attention to his economy a little bit more. The problem with Egyptians is you can't really destroy their town centers unless you have extreme amount of siege towers, because they can just spam mercenaries and they'll all die.
Alright, so it actually looks like Pace's army is superior right here. Karako, I think, stopped building military units, or at least he's population blocked. So.
Hey guys,
I
just want to make a quick comment here.
With,
the people in the chat, the commentators and camera guy is actually PK Demonoid. He's shooting 1080p. And the commentators is myself, Chicks, and we have Mirez with us. The Mista was supposed to be with us today, however, it looks that he is in the Voobly lobby, but perhaps taking a nap. Not sure exactly what's going on there.
Okay, so just to bring the conversation back to those rock drops we were talking about, it looks like Karako has 15 chariot archers in a rock by his main army. He's trying to just poke in with his main army and make blue go out of position, so Pace, so he can use those later. But
Clarity is abusing Bobby's slow military production by taking the forward town center, forcing a defensive locust swarm.
okay, the Wonder just completed, so there's a 10-minute countdown on this game now. I hope it ends before that. Wonder wins are kind of silly. And it looks like, okay, the Zeus player is being overrun. Is just streaming in with his units. He has multiple myth units, which Revithith does not have an answer for. And he's probably going to lose his TC.
Like I said, Greeks have such a bad start economy-wise by losing all those villagers and not doing a 2 TC start. Earth can just roll over him, especially with so many myth units. Greeks in classical only have 2 heroes, and it's pretty hard taking all those long-range myth units out with those. Meanwhile, Clarity is taking a forward town center in the middle. If that one gets up, they have a very strong position to siege from.
Well, you know what? It is 3v2, and a fast Wonder is never a smart idea.
Well, Clarity hasn't done much. Clarity is about at the point economy-wise that he can just flood elephants non-stop at the enemy's base. So
You know what?
and they have meteors. I mean, they're
Bobby's-
raw, so they don't have gunpowder protection.
Bobby's teammates need to send him some resources because he needs to get architects on that Wonder ASAP. Because
I
you got
agree.
Clarity, who's aged out with Meteor. You have Yellow, who's Zeus, and you have Green, that is Isis. So Green could even age up Meteor too. So double Meteor on that
Yeah.
Wonder could be devastating,
Like I
especially
said,
without Masons.
and there's still an underworld possible. If,
Okay, so just on the far left side of the map, is taking Yellow's TC, so Revefev is basically letting his team down right here. Clarity is sending mercs from his far town center, which by the time they hit Red's army, I'm not sure if they'll actually be alive for that long. Oh, a meteor.
They're upgraded with what's the upgrade called? They last longer, so they should be fine. But I do think that meteor is wasted. I mean, he should have saved it for the wonder.
And it looks like Clarity is starting his push of siege towers and elephants right in the center of the map. Meanwhile, poor Carrico.
Bobby invested so much in going mythic and making that wonder that Clarity had a free ride to boom for as long as he wanted. He needs to get those catapults out and start the siege ASAP, because the longer they'll take, the harder it's going to be.
It looks like Clarity is going to be sending a rock towards that. I'm not sure what he wants to do with that rock.
The rock actually doesn't have a whole lot in it. It just has, well, now it just has one.
That was a nice shot by Son of Osiris. Just killed him one hit. It
Definitely.
usually takes 2 shots by Son of Osiris to kill the rock, but it was already damaged to begin with.
Yeah, Kariko is going to send his arm in response, but he can't really do anything. As long as Base uses mercenaries, those siege towers will die before they can hit anything. Meanwhile, on the left side, Earth is just taking his opponent's town center and pressing on. I really don't see MG winning this at this point.
So Clarity's forward Migno goes down, and with that, Clarity's last hopes of holding his forward TC also go down with him. Bobby's shifting sands most of Carrico's army right on top of Pace's, and that's going to be cleaned up really fast. In a latch dis effort, Revefev sends his hoplites to take out that TC that Erd is trying to take over, but he loses all but 4, and the siege is continuing. Now, as
I don't think Revefev will last for long. He needs to get a backward underworld up so they can spam mercenaries from it and a lot of catapults. If you can manage to place one behind the wonder where the villagers are gathering gold, they could take it out if they have enough catapults.
okay, so there's the other meteor. I'm just trying to see a path from where Carrico can actually get a rock near the wonder. And there are just so many towers and migdals, I'm not sure if he actually can.
I don't think a rock is an option right now. A backward underworld is their best bet at this point. Although if he wants to send a rock, he should send it between purple and red, and then first to the left and then south.
Okay, Locust on a migdal. Kills about 8 villagers. Okay, Carrico has an incoming drop of 9 siege towers on Pace's town center, but it might actually be taken out. Okay, there, he drops the siege towers, but they're going to be surrounded really quickly by the heavy elephants and siege towers, and probably not be able to take out that TC.
There's a huge amount of siege towers in the battle going on in Blue's 4th town center. We got rocks on hills, we got the croc there, we got TC under fire. We got a bunch of catapults coming down. What exactly is going on, and why do they need that town center?
Oh, the town center comes within a... Oh, it actually goes down. Those catapults in the back take down Pace's 4th town center.
And it was just in time too.
Yeah, but still, the town center won't win them the game. They should focus on getting a title.
Revefev actually does the backwards TC. Uses, a tornado, right where Revefev used his underworld passage.
Yeah, that tornado is going to hell.
Oh, it looks like the underworld passage does go down.
And Bobby has yet to research architects on that one. It's not going to make a difference at this point, though.
There's 3 catapults on the cliff, but they aren't being microed, and the Son of Osiris takes them out quite nicely. So yeah, that was their last hope, in my opinion.
That meteor did do almost 4,000 of damage, but...
The first thing that should have happened in this game was to bolt that Son of Osiris.
And
Yeah,
that's
it should've
GG.
Happened a long time ago.
Revefev resigns.
And he should have repaired that underworld. Repairing underworlds goes crazy fast, and it doesn't matter how many villagers you lose while doing it.
What's the repair rate? Is that 200%?
I wouldn't know.
Alright, that's
And that's the
GG.
game, guys. That was match 2. 2-0 for RnR. They're rather quick games.